Yun! Welcome back. You already know what will happen since we are on the kitchen. I guess you will question what is the recipe for today, what is the cooking will be today. What we will do is another very special recipe. I believe that this is one of the most popular dish in the Philippines. So for today, before we start cooking, please do subscribe to my channel, guys. Let us make this channel grow so I can cook more delicious food for you and more funny whatever it brings to you. I don't know if I'm saying what I am saying supposed to be, but anyway, thank you so much. So for today, we will cook in Tagalog what we call kare-kare. So of course, before we start cooking, we need a caldero. Once again, our famous caldero. So here is our caldero. Like that. Of course, when we have our caldero, we need the main recipe, which is the pork. And here is the pork. Like that. There is the pork. We need the vegetable. So here is the first vegetable. Like that. Again, we also need the second vegetable, which is this one. Like that. We also need the third vegetable, and this is the third vegetable. Like that. We also need the spices. This is the spices. Like that. Of course, we also need the peanut butter. This is the peanut butter. Like that. Of course, it won't be kare-kare if we don't have the atsuete. Here is the atsuete. Like that. Okay, and one more thing. We also need the oil. Here is the oil. Like that. We also need the chopping board. Again, here is the chopping board. Here is the chopping board. We also need a knife. Here is the knife. Like that. So the first thing that we need to do in order to start cooking the kare-kare is we take off the meat. So I am using two kinds of meat. This one is the sliced pork hocks, or this is what we call pata in Tagalog. So since I don't have the whole pata, I already buy the sliced one just to make things easier. And another meat is this one, the riblets. I don't have the ribs itself, so I'm using the riblets just to make life easier. I will wash the meat first just to make sure that it don't have any microorganisms. Okay, so after washing the meat, I will start slicing the spices first. We use again the shallots. Slice again in half like that, and one more like that. So again, peel off the skin of the shallots like that, and then slice the shallots. So again, when cutting the shallots, it's very tearful. Just make it very fast. So while I'm frying, I will open the stove so I can make the caldero hot. I will make it hot, and then I will cut the garlic, press it one. So I'm only using a bit of the garlic because it is not the main ingredient. So I will just mince it very quick like that. So once it is minced or chopped, I will put oil here in the caldero, like a little bit. I will put the spices here, onion first, like that, and then we need to stir. So again, stir, and then put the garlic. And then again, my technique, put a little bit of salt, like that, and pepper, like that. Then stir them until fragrant. Once it is fragrant, I will put the meat. Oops. Okay, now I will saute or gisa the meat. I will then again put salt and pepper. Tantiameter again, and then stir a bit and then cover. So once it is covered, I will prepare the vegetable. So for the vegetable, we will use 1 eggplant. We will cut this like this on the top. And to make it beautiful presentation, we slice it slantly like that. Like that. We will check if the meat is cooked something. We need to stir again. And then we cover. So while waiting for this one to cook, I will get another ingredient which I forgot earlier. This is the other ingredient. This is the soup stock. I am using a beef broth just to give flavor to the meat. This is almost empty because again, I used it the other day. I will put them all here inside and then I will add a little bit of water. I make sure that the meat is sinking or below the water just to make sure that they are cooking very well. And then I cover them and then turn myself into the vegetable again. We are using the bok choy since we don't have the pechay here. This is the cousin of the pechay. I will get a few. I will cut the bottom. Here is how you do it. Cut the bottom right here. And this one, you can plant. It will grow back to more bok choy like this. Or you can throw. And since we don't have sitaw or string beans, I am using the French beans or any other long beans. And then cut off the top and bottom. I line them up like that. Cut the head, cut the bottom. This one, you set aside. Okay, so once we're done cleaning the space and slicing the vegetable like this, we will prepare the cornstarch and the coloring. 1 tantiameter of the Mamacita Achuete, because here we don't have Achuete seed or Anato seed, we only have Achuete powder. So I will put 8 tantiameter of the Achuete powder. I think that's enough, it's almost empty. And then we will stir. So again, stir the achuete powder so it will mix. Okay, so once the achuete powder is all mixed up, we will mix the cornstarch with the water. I will put again 1 tantiameter here in the 1 tantiameter water like this, and then stir. Don't use hot water when mixing the cornstarch because it will solidify. Cold water. We will check now how the meat is going. So, I think we have to check later because it is still boiling. So, we will be back after a few minutes. Okay, so we will now check how the meat is cooking. Oh, wow! It's boiling really nice. So, if you're here, you can smell the fragrance of the onion, of the garlic, and the beef broth. And we will taste it here, how the broth is cooking. So, again, we need a tasting spoon. Wow! The next step is to check if the meat is soft. It is not that soft yet, so we will still wait for a couple of minutes. I will put the magic ingredients. So, just to help with the flavor, we will use this one. Instead of the magic sarap, we will use the Knorr pork cubes. So again, we put the beef broth earlier for a stronger taste. This one to help the pork meat produce more porky taste. Okay, so we will check the meat again, how the meat is cooking. I guess this is a little bit softer. Again, we will try and taste the broth. Wow! Since the broth is okay, I will put on the peanut butter. For the peanut butter, since we don't have the local peanut butter, I am using this one, the Crab Smooth. This is very nice. The smell is good. Doesn't smell like artificial. So again, I will get a tantiameter of the peanut butter. I will adjust if there's necessary. Then, I will stir. You will adjust according to your taste. Then you will taste. It needs more peanut butter. So again, we will grab a tantiameter full. Put it here like that. One more. And then mix it again. So if you don't have the coloring or the achuete, it's okay. Don't use the coloring. You can also buy the food color and you can put a little bit of the food color here. So while the meat is cooking, I will start warming the water. So this is for the vegetable. Okay, so we will check again how the meat is cooking. You can see that it's already brown. From this point, I will put the coloring. Like that. So it will start to get a little bit orange. Okay, so we will get back to see what happened to the kare-kare. So it looks like it is missing one taste because the taste should be sweet with a little bit of salty with a little bit of meat. So in order for me to catch the taste of the pork, I will add one more pork cubes. While we are waiting for the pork cubes to dissolve, I will now put the cornstarch for it to have this thick, creamy soup. Put a tensiometer of it here. That. Okay, it's almost done. We will lower the heat and cover. Now, we will blanch the vegetable. I will use only a few and take it off immediately. So, our kare-kare is done and this is how it looks. And you will serve it with a special side dish, Barrio Fiesta Alamang. This is best served with, again, white rice. That's it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot on how to cook the kare-kare. We will now eat. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on my next video. If you have a request that you would like me to do, please comment down below and I will do it for you. Thank you so much. You take care of yourself and God bless us. See you again. Bye-bye.